Into Kev Johns on a Friday. Now, I first met my next guest in a small pub in Carmarthen. I need to explain that, don't I, really? It was a charity event. I was amazed at his work. The audience loved him. Ashley Prosser, MagicAsh. We love magicians on the show.
I like the sound
We
of
love
that,
magicians
Kev.
on this show. How did it all start for you?
When I was young, Kev, Paul Daniels.
Yeah.
I think it was started in the 80s. The Paul Daniels Magic Show, you know, it's just him. I was just amazed. I had never knew what magic was, never seen anything like it in my life. And it was real proper entertainment back in the day, and I loved it. And I thought, how the hell could that be possible? And of course, I was only little, and I asked for a magic set on my list for Santa, and I had the magic set, and on and off, it stemmed from there, Kev, you know, and that's why I wear this badge, because he was my hero, and this is in memory of Paul Daniels. And of course, back then, Kev, Paul Daniels and I suppose David Copperfield, and you had a few others, but they were two of the big names on TV, whereas magic has become a lot more popular nowadays, you know. You hear of it and see of it all the time on TV, which is great, and it's made us up our game with a lot of magic on TV. And you had this series, The Masked Magician, revealed, and people like, did that spoil it for you? I don't think it spoiled it for us.
People don't realise how good Paul was.
No.
I did see his live stage show. I interviewed him a number of times on radio, and because of the comedy that he did, and he liked this, not a lot.
That's it, not a lot. Brilliant.
People don't realise how good a show, how good a magician and showman he was. And what he did do as well is he brought some great acts over from the States, not just magic acts, ventriloquists. He brought some brilliant, and he was Saturday night television in the same way that the Morecambe and Wise show had been for the previous generation. The 80s, early 90s, it was the Paul Daniels Magic Show on a Saturday night.
That's right, Kev. You see, Kev, a lot of the gigs I do, people always say to me, how did you get into magic? Where do you learn magic? What people don't realise is magic is much more available nowadays to back what it was then. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have DVDs or anything then. We had VHS cassettes. But a lot of Paul's stuff he would have learned would have been through reading, you know, and then applying what he read into using his hands. And I mean, the guy is just incredible. You can pick up a lot more now with the sources that's available and learn things a lot quicker than what you could then. But a lot of magicians still adore the man, and they know the amount of work he's put in, whereas a lot of lay people, the general public, don't realise the amount of work he put in compared to how we can learn magic now, and why there's a lot more youngsters into it now, because it is.
And as you say, the internet is a massive inspiration for young people. My generation, having done magic in my early days, the Royal Route to Card Magic, that was the book that everybody wrote,
Fantastic.
everybody wanted.
Yeah.
So have you got a little trick for us today?
Absolutely, Kev.
You sure?
Yeah, should me and you try something now?
Let's have a go.
Obviously, Kev, you've worked in this kind of industry for a long time, and I was just talking to somebody backstage, and they were telling me that you're one of the best card cheats around Swansea. So My
secret is out.
We're gonna put this into practice, Kev, and we're gonna demonstrate this.
Banned from all the casinos, you know.
Now, I only ever use a regular deck of playing cards. I don't know if the camera can see that. So we're gonna try this, Kev. Let's give him a nice mixed up shuffle first, and make sure that these cards.
Shuffle.
Oh, I tell you what, Kev.
Good shuffle.
You're in my life together, right? So if I place the cards down there, Kev, we're going to do a do as I do effect. Okay. So I give the instructions and you copy.
Great stuff.
Can you cut about half of the cards off, Kev, please? Hey, that's not bad, Kev. Oh, yeah, I think you got about half of the cards.
Half there?
Yeah, not bad. So if you pick the cards up, Kev.
Yep.
I'm just going to copy me, right? So you use this part of the puffy and I'll use this. So we're going to deal a few cards down just like this.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how much of card handling you've done. You only got a shuffling cards, Kev. This is called the overhand shuffle.
It'll go there.
That's it. Brilliant. And if you take some cards, Kev, then holding them face down, this is face down, this would be face up. So we take some from the top and put them underneath. That's called cutting cards.
Right.
Okay? And then on top of these cards we've put down, this would be known as dribbling cards.
Dribbling.
Yeah? So we pick these up. We need to try and get that nice and flat. What we're going to do now, Kev, take all the cards in your hand. We're going to imagine now we're playing a game of cards, right? And we got 4 players in this game. So start from your left, work to your right. I'll do the same here. I'm not telling you the exact amount, the number, Kev, but I'm going to take 4 or 5 cards and I'm going to place them down to my left like this. So you start with your left. Hopefully they won't go off. And then we're going to do the same, Kev, and put some cards next to them. And then Oh, I'm hoping he's not going to slide off. And we're going to do the same. Just place those down here a sec. I'll place mine down here a sec. And we're going to do the same, Kev, and put some more down next to them. Use that bit there, Kev, if you're running out of space, boy. And then we'll do the same, Kev, and we'll just put... That's it. So we still got some cards left in our hand, right?
Yep.
Now, the cards you got left, starting with your first pile, which was yours, I think, just deal them on top like you're playing a game of cards. So that's my first pile, that's my second, that was my third, and that was my fourth. And we keep doing that, Kev, until we're out the cards.
There we are.
Happy days.
Happy days.
I'm gonna try and do this, so the cards don't fall off. Now, I've been a magician a long time, Kev, and I'm going to demonstrate how my sleight of hand works. This is my first pile. I'm only holding them because they're going to slide off, right? My first card on top here is a king. Hang on, Kev, hang on. My next card on top here is a king.
No.
My next card there is a king, and my next card there is a king. But you see, Kev, being a magician, I know how to do sleight of hand, and I know how to
I've not done that, have I?
Exactly. Do you know I said at the start I've heard of a great card cheat? Do you know there's only 4 of a kind, Kev, that can beat 4 kings? Turn over your top 4 cards for me, Kev.
No.
See, Kev, now we've shown that you are the great card cheat.
Not man.
We once heard you was.
Yeah.
And this is the fun. This is the fun I like to have with people, Kev.
Great trick. I watched you work. It's not just about the technical ability to do that trick and to have the sleight of hand or the manipulation of the cards or whatever term people would use. The banter and the patter is important to you as well. You can't teach that. You can't. Anyone who has the fingers. I never had the fingers for this sort of magic, so which is why I did the stage stuff. But you can't teach the pattern and the banter.
And you're a master at that, Kev. It's brilliant.
You get better at it the more you do it.
It's fantastic.
You?
Yeah,
so
of course.
What's next for you?
Well, this year has been a great year for me, Kev. I've entered something locally in Llandilo called Towie's Got Talent, which one of my followers, I suppose, nominated me for. Didn't know anything about it. It was a local competition. I was the only non-musical to enter. I won that. That was a good stepping stone for me. Then performed on the big stage for them. 2 weeks ago, I was shortlisted for a wedding award. Best Entertainer of the Year 2017, and I also won that.
Excellent.
So that was fantastic, and that's increased my bookings a lot. And I'm now through to the semi-finals of the Welsh Factor, which is in January. And for me, Kev, it's just to carry on doing what I enjoy doing. And my goal is to become a full-time magician by Easter next year. I'm almost there. But that's the goal, because I've tried to fit it in around my current 9 to 5 job, if you like. I'm an electrician for my sins. But it's okay, Kev, but it's nowhere near how much I enjoy and love doing this, And we're nearly there, Kev. That's my goal, and it's just to entertain people and just to have fun. I love to have fun. I've met so many people, I don't like magic. Magic is boring. Oh, no way. Magic shouldn't be boring, Kev. If you've seen magic and it's boring, I would say you haven't really seen the magic as it should be, because magic is about fun, Yes, it spins people out. How the hell did they do that? But it should be fun and it should be entertaining, and to leave that person with a great feeling that they've had a great time.
And I suppose you're on that part of your journey at the moment where for a while you've just been the magician. You've been at the wedding or the dinner. You've been the magician. So people come to see the magician. The magician will come to your table. You're at the stage now of becoming MagicAsh. People come to see MagicAsh, and
that's what I'm
MagicAsh
hoping
is
for,
coming
Kev.
to us, where you become known as a personality rather than the magician. And that's something everybody has to go through, and you're well on that journey. And
I would like to think so, Kev. From, as I said, I'm doing these couple of things now this year and winning these couple of awards I have won, which has been, amazing for me, because I can't win a goldfish at the fair, Kev. I'd be honest with you. I was always that unlucky person. I was so...
But performers, comedians and magicians very rarely win these things. Usually they go to singers. And, that's to be the case. I've been involved as hosting these events for years. Well, I never get involved with the judging, but you always have the singer's going to win it.
I had so much competition, and that's how he's got talent. Some wicked kids. I was the only non-musical entertainer to enter, and to win it was just phenomenal.
Brilliant.
I had to pinch myself for days after. Did that really happen? It was amazing. And like you said, Kev, I'm trying to get my name out there now, not just the magician.
Well, listen, good luck to you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Kev.
Is Twitter, Facebook?
Twitter, I'm on Twitter.
There's a website, I'm sure.
Instagram, MagicAsh16. Facebook I'm on, MagicAsh Wales is Unique Magician, and I'm also on LinkedIn, which is where I get a lot of my work from,
Fantastic.
And that's where most of my work comes in from, Kev.
MagicAsh, have a great Christmas, have a great December.
Yourself,
Thanks
man.
for coming in. It's great to have Ash on the programme today, a really, really good magician, as we said in the past. We really do like to have live performers and live magicians and singers here on the show. We'll have a fantastic singer coming up after the break. That's next.